Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Yes, we really are. In every episode, we talk about topics that not only help you learn English, but also help you grow in life.
That's right. And today we're going to talk about something very special. How to be positive every day.
Positivity is something that can really change your life. When you think positive, you feel better, you learn better, and you even communicate better in English.
Exactly. But we know that staying positive every single day is not always easy. Life can be stressful, and sometimes negative thoughts come naturally.
True, Julia. But the good news is that positivity is a skill. Just like learning English, you can practice it every day.
And that's why we are here today. In this episode, we'll share what positivity really means, why it's important, common problems people face, and of course, many practical tips to help you stay positive.
So if you want more happiness, more confidence, and more success in life and in English learning, stay with us until the end.
Yes, this will be a very helpful episode, and we're excited to get started.
All right then, let's dive in. So, Julia, before we go deeper, let's start with a simple question. What does it actually mean to be positive every day?
Good question, Jason. Being positive doesn't mean you are always smiling or always happy. It means choosing to look at life with hope and with a good attitude.
I like that. So, positivity is not about ignoring problems, right?
Exactly. Problems are a part of life. A positive person doesn't pretend that problems don't exist. Instead, they focus on solutions. They say, okay, this is difficult, but I can handle it.
That's powerful. I think many people believe that positivity means just saying everything is fine, even when it's not.
Yes, that's a common misunderstanding. Real positivity is about balance. You accept the challenges, but you also believe that good things are possible.
Let's give an example for our listeners. Imagine you are learning English. If you make a mistake while speaking, a negative thought might be, I'm so bad at this. I will never improve.
Right. But a positive thought would be, okay, I made a mistake, but that's normal. Mistakes help me learn. Next time, I will do better.
That's a great example. So positivity is really about how we think and how we talk to ourselves.
Yes, it's an attitude, a mindset, and when you practice it every day, it becomes a habit.
Beautiful. So to put it simply, positivity means seeing hope, focusing on solutions, and encouraging yourself, even when things are not perfect.
Exactly. That's the real meaning of being positive every day.
So now that we understand what positivity means, let's talk about why it is important. Julia, why do you think positivity matters in our daily life?
Well, Jason, positivity changes how we feel. When we are positive, we feel more relaxed, more confident, and even more energetic.
That's true. I've noticed that when I wake up and start my day with a positive thought, my whole day feels lighter and easier.
Exactly. And positivity also affects our health. Studies show that positive people often have less stress, and stress is one of the biggest problems for our health today.
Yes, stress can make people sick, but positivity gives us strength to deal with it.
Another important point is relationships. When you are positive, people enjoy being around you. You smile more, you listen better, and you spread good energy.
I like that. No one enjoys being with someone who is always negative or complaining. But a positive person can lift the mood of everyone around them.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about learning, especially learning English. If you stay positive, you don't give up easily. You try again even after mistakes.
That's a great point. Positivity keeps you motivated. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you say, I will try again.
Yes, so to sum up, positivity helps our health, our relationships, and our learning. It makes everyday life happier and easier.
Well said, Julia. This shows that positivity is not just a nice idea. It's a real tool for living better. So, Julia, if positivity is so helpful, why do you think people find it difficult to stay positive every day?
That's a really good question, Jason. One big reason is stress. Many people feel stress from work, school, or family responsibilities, and that stress makes it harder to think positively.
True. When life feels heavy, positive thoughts don't come easily.
Exactly. Another obstacle is negative people. If you spend a lot of time with people who always complain or criticize, it can pull you down.
Oh, yes. I've felt that before. Sometimes one negative person can change the whole mood of a room.
Right. And let's not forget failure. When we fail at something, maybe in school, at work, or even when learning English, we often feel discouraged and lose positivity.
That's so true. Instead of seeing failure as a lesson, many people think it's the end.
Yes, and one more obstacle is social media and news. We see so many negative stories and comparisons online that we start to feel unhappy with our own life.
Wow, that's a big one. I think many of us don't even realize how much negativity we take in every day from scrolling on our phones.
Exactly. So stress, negative people, failure, and too much negative information. These are some of the biggest obstacles to staying positive.
And the good news is, we can learn how to deal with them. That's what we'll talk about next. All right, Julia, now comes the most important part. We've talked about what positivity means and why it's important, but how can people actually practice positivity every single day?
Yes, Jason, that's the big question. And the good news is there are many simple and practical ways. Let's go step by step and share some tips with our listeners. Tip 1. Start the day with gratitude.
Okay, I'll start. The first tip is, start your day with gratitude. When you wake up, instead of thinking, oh no, another busy day, think about one or two things you are thankful for.
That's such a powerful habit. For example, you can say, I'm thankful for my family, or I'm thankful that I have food to eat. These small thoughts can give your morning a positive energy.
And the great part is, it only takes 1 minute. Tip 2. Use positive self-talk.
The second tip is, use positive self-talk. This means speaking kindly to yourself.
Right. Many people are too hard on themselves. They say things like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this.
Exactly. But positive self-talk is different. You say, I can try, or I'm learning, or I will improve step by step. These simple sentences can change how you feel.
It's like being your own best friend. Tip 3. Surround yourself with positive people.
Another tip is, surround yourself with positive people.
Another tip is, surround yourself with positive people.
Yes. When you spend time with people who smile, encourage you, and see the good in life, their energy becomes your energy.
And the opposite is also true. If we spend too much time with negative people, it can pull us down.
So choose your company wisely. Positive friends help you grow. Tip 4. Limit negativity. This brings us to the next tip. Limit negativity.
That's an important one. It means don't spend too much time watching negative news or scrolling through social media where people are complaining or showing fake perfect lives.
Right. If you notice something makes you feel unhappy or stressed, try to limit it. Protect your mind just like you protect your body.
I like that. Protect your mind. Tip 5. Practice mindfulness or meditation. Here's another way. practice mindfulness or meditation?
Yes, mindfulness simply means being present in the moment. For example, when you drink tea, just enjoy the taste and smell instead of thinking about all your problems.
And meditation doesn't have to be complicated. Even sitting quietly for 5 minutes and breathing deeply can calm your mind.
When your mind is calm, positivity comes more easily. Tip 6. Do small acts of kindness. The next tip is one of my favorites. Do small acts of kindness.
Oh yes, I love that. When we help others, we feel happier ourselves.
Exactly. Kindness can be simple, like holding the door for someone, saying thank you, or helping a friend with homework.
And the amazing thing is, positivity spreads. When you're kind, other people feel good, and they often pass it on. Tip 7. Keep learning and growing. And our last tip for now. Keep learning and growing.
Yes, when you learn something new, like a new English word, a new skill, or even reading a good book, you feel proud of yourself. That feeling keeps you positive.
Exactly. Growth gives you confidence, and confidence brings positivity.
So to quickly review, the 7 ways are: start with gratitude, use positive self-talk, surround yourself with positive people, limit negativity, practice mindfulness, do acts of kindness, and keep learning.
Beautiful summary, Julia. These steps may look small, but if our listeners try them every day, they will notice a big difference in their life.
Yes, little by little, positivity becomes a natural part of who you are.
Julia, earlier you mentioned that positivity also helps with English learning. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure, Jason. When you are positive, you feel more confident, and confidence is very important in learning a language. If you're positive, you're not afraid to make mistakes.
That's true. Many English learners stop speaking because they worry too much about mistakes.
Exactly. But if you think positively, you say to yourself, it's okay. Mistakes are part of learning. That attitude keeps you practicing, and the more you practice, the better you get.
I've seen this many times with my students. The ones who stay positive improve much faster because they don't give up.
Yes, positivity also gives you motivation. If you believe, I can learn English step by step, you keep studying, even when it's difficult.
And it makes learning more enjoyable too. A positive learner says, "This is fun, I'm making progress," instead of, "This is too hard."
Right? So positivity is not only good for life, but also a powerful tool for learning English.
Well said. If our listeners want to speak English confidently, staying positive is one of the best things they can do. Julia, I think sometimes people misunderstand positivity. What do you think?
Oh yes, Jason, that happens a lot. One big mistake is thinking that positivity means being happy all the time.
Right. But no one can be happy every single moment. Life has ups and downs.
Exactly. Real positivity is not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about facing challenges with hope and strength.
So positivity doesn't mean saying, "I have no problems." It means saying, "Yes, I have problems, but I believe I can handle them."
Well said. Another mistake is fake positivity. Some people hide their true feelings and force a smile. That's not healthy either.
True. Real positivity is honest. You can feel sad or tired, but still choose to think, "This is hard, but things will get better."
Exactly. So the key is, positivity is not about being fake. It's about having a hopeful and balanced attitude.
Julia, now that we've shared tips and ideas, how can our listeners put positivity into practice every day?
That's a great question, Jason. The key is to create a simple daily plan. Small steps, done every day, make a big difference.
Can you give an example of a daily plan?
Sure. Start your morning with gratitude. Think of 2 or 3 things you are thankful for. Then, say a positive affirmation, like I can handle today or I am learning and growing.
Great. And during the day, try to do at least one kind act and stay aware of your thoughts. When a negative thought comes, replace it with a positive one.
Exactly. And at night, take a moment to reflect. Think about what went well today, even small things, and write them down if you can.
That's simple, but powerful. Morning gratitude, positive thoughts during the day, and evening reflection.
Yes, Jason. Doing this every day will train your mind to stay positive naturally.
Julia, I think it's always helpful to hear real-life examples. Can you share a story about how positivity made a difference?
Sure, Jason. I know a student who was very shy and afraid of speaking English. At first, she made many mistakes and felt discouraged.
Oh yes, I know how that feels.
But she decided to stay positive. Every day she told herself, I am learning. Mistakes are okay. She practiced speaking a little every day, smiled at her progress, and didn't give up.
And what happened?
Slowly, she became confident. She could speak in class, make friends, and even enjoy English. Positivity helped her overcome fear and grow.
That's amazing. It shows that positivity is not just a feeling. It's a tool for success.
Exactly. And remember, listeners, everyone can do this. You just need patience, daily practice, and a positive mindset.
Absolutely. A small positive step every day can lead to big changes in life. Julia, before we finish today, I think we should give our listeners a small challenge, something they can do for the next week.
Yes, Jason. Let's call it the 7-Day Positivity Challenge. Each day, try these simple steps.
Step 1. Start your morning with gratitude. Write down or say out loud 2 things you are thankful for.
Step 2. Use one positive affirmation. For example, I can do this or I am learning and growing. Say it to yourself during the day.
Step 3. Do one small act of kindness each day. Help someone, smile, or say a kind word.
Step 4. Replace at least one negative thought with a positive one. For example, instead of I can't do this, say I will try and improve.
That's it. Follow these steps every day for 7 days and notice how your mood, confidence, and even your English learning improve.
Exactly. It's small steps, Jason, but if done consistently, they can make a big difference.
So listeners, are you ready to take the challenge? Start today and see how positivity can change your life. Well, Julia, that was a great episode. We talked about what positivity really means, why it's important, practical tips, and even a 7-day challenge for our listeners.
Yes, Jason. I hope everyone listening today feels inspired to practice positivity every single day. Remember, small steps can lead to big changes.
Absolutely. And don't forget, staying positive will not only make your life better, but also help you learn English faster and more confidently.
That's right. So start today, try the tips we shared, and take the 7-Day Positivity Challenge. You'll be amazed at the results.
Thank you so much for listening to the English Learning Podcast. We really appreciate you spending this time with us.
Yes, and remember, stay positive, keep learning, and never give up.
See you in the next episode.